everyone, welcome to Missouri Martial Arts. These videos are going to be shot mainly for the Civic Center folks that you're going to see coming through to give you guys something to refer back to that you can look at throughout the weeks during your off days, since you only officially will have class once per week, which only gives you 4 classes a month. So we want to give you guys something you can look at to hopefully get you to test a little bit quicker. That way you don't feel like you're falling behind or taking forever to promote. So let's just start with a couple basic things. First of all, my name is Travis Laponzi. The one behind the camera that you can't see is Ty Evans, and you'll see Sarah. She's the owner of the school, and I'm sure you're gonna see her the first class as well. You should get comfortable seeing at least Ty and mine's face. I don't know if Sarah's gonna be over there as much, but you will definitely get used to both of us. As far as how we're gonna instruct the class, we hope to keep things pretty lenient in the sense of, we don't want to be drill sergeants with you guys, but we also want to keep things respectful throughout the class. So we would like you guys to still refer to Ty and I as sirs, and then refer to your fellow students as sirs and or ma'ams, okay? Besides that, yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first things first, super important with Taekwondo in any martial art, knowing how to tie your belt. So that's why I cut my belt off at the start of this video. What you want to do, this is the way I tie it. There are a couple different ways you can tie it, but I'll just teach you the way that I know well, is you're going to find the center of the belt. You see it hangs down. Both ends are approximately equal. Put it right under your belly button. You're going to wrap it around towards the back. One side goes underneath, other side goes on top, and then you can feed this side all the way around underneath the belt to allow for one clean looking belt, right? So now it just looks like one strap as opposed to 2 straps. Now second, you'll have the bottom flap underneath the belts. Zoom in a little bit, kind of see what's going on here, but you got one flap underneath the belts, other flap on top. That top flap is going to go underneath both sections. You see 2 sections here. Going to go underneath both. Hold tight side to side. Lower flap, you're going to flip it over 1/2 of the way. Top flap over the bottom flap, through the hole, and then pull side to side. Hold tight, and that should give you a nice looking little fortune cookie style knot right there in the center of your belt. Make sure both sides are relatively equal in length, and you are good to go. And straighten out your uniform Doji stance. All right, let's hop right into the techniques now. First things first, let's talk about the stances. For white belts, there's 2 stances that we want to go over. First stance, walking stance. So this is the kind of stance you think of when you're literally just walking down the street, normal stride, and you stop. You're walking, and then stop. Put both feet flat. That's what your walking stance is going to look like. Both legs noticeably straight, no excess bending in the knees, okay? We don't want anyone locking their knees out. We don't need anybody passing out during drill work. Noticeably no bend in the knees, okay? And that's going to be your walking stance. Second stance for white belts is going to be front stance. So take that walking stance and go forward a reasonable amount. You want to go about 3 of your feet's length away from you. So our feet together, feet are together. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. Slide over a little bit, and then bend the front leg, okay? Bend the front leg about 70 degrees. Back leg noticeably straight, back foot almost straight, a little off at an angle, and then you'll notice my feet here. There's a space between the feet left to right, so we want to make sure we keep that space, because if you try to walk it on a tightrope, you're going to lose your balance, but that's not what we want. So keep some space between the feet left to right, and then plenty of space between the feet front to back. We're going to use front stance for all of our drill work. Majority of our drill work for white belt, except for one single technique, which we're going to go over later in the video. So get used to front stance. That's really what we want to focus on. Walking stance is really easy, and it's kind of a lazy stance, so we want to make sure that we're focusing on the more thought-provoking stances, I guess you could say, which keeps us actively engaged for our entire body throughout the duration of the class. So first technique, going to be down block. For this, we want to do our down blocks just like any other technique. The way that we're going to use them in the forms, or we'll call it Taekwondo is the first form, and then Pumse is the overall term for the forms in Taekwondo. So what we're going to do, first technique, down block. We're going to go into a front stance. I want the non-blocking hand, which is going to be the hand that goes chambered. It's going to be right here by your belt. The non-blocking hand to reach down, kind of like almost in a down block fashion, but on the opposite side. So my right arm, left leg forward, right arm up here. Start down here almost like you're pulling a mower, okay? That's kind of what we're looking for, like you're pulling the string on a mower, if that's even still a thing nowadays. And then second hand, blocking hand. Same arm, same leg. Left hand, left leg, come up to the other shoulder. And this is gonna go straight down right over the leg, okay? Front, straight down over the leg. Twisting at the wrist, twisting at the hand, just a little bit. So twisting as it goes down, okay? Second hand, the chambering hand, as this hand moves through the motion of the block. You're gonna take this chambering hand, go straight back to where it goes to chamber. You're gonna do this at the same time. So you're here, block at the same time. Front here, block at the same time. So we'll start normally, chip, kyongye, Jumbi, so Jumbi, ready stance, and then we'll count 1, left foot goes forward, left hand does the block. So 1, down block. 2, step forward, down block. And we'll go through all the way until we either run out of room or just move on to the next technique. Next technique, let's just move up. So now we're gonna do inside block. Inside block, same concept with the non-blocking hand or with the chambering hand. Every time we chamber is gonna be in the same position every time. Whatever side you're on, chambering the same way every single time. Okay? So for inside block, whatever the leg is in front, we'll go left foot here. Gonna do opposite hands, opposite arm. So right arm, gonna come straight up in front of you as if you're throwing like a middle punch. Blocking hand, same leg, same arm. It's gonna come up to the side, close to the side where your ear is, right where your ear is. I don't want you going super far back. I don't want you starting way up front in front of your face here, okay? I want to make sure that you're about right here, and then take this punching style arm here, straight back to chamber, okay? Almost like you're elbowing the person behind you. Blocking arm, gonna come straight from the side here, twist in front, block right in front, knuckles right about top of the shoulder there, okay? That's what we're going for. So together, move at the same time, here, okay? Set other arm, right side here, block, okay? Now, once again, doing this in drill work, start left foot, left arm, okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Next technique, outside block. Same ending position as the inside block, but instead this time, we're gonna move like you're grabbing a sword out of your sheath down here by your waist, okay? Ripping the sword out of the sheath and blocking as hard as you can to the outside. This is gonna block anything that swings around to the outside. Probably a roundhouse kick, like Taekwondo, known for its kicks. Probably gonna be a roundhouse kick, okay? So from here, blocking, taking out the sword, swinging the arm out, and blocking whatever's coming that direction. Once again, same foot, same arm, okay? Next, chambering hand, chambering arm. It's gonna start up in front, closer to where the shoulder is, but a little away from the shoulder, okay? Palm facing away from you, because it's gonna twist into place. Same thing here, blocking arm, back of the hand facing towards you, palm now facing towards you at the end of the block. Moving together, we're gonna look like this. Just the front, here. Okay, to the side, here. So 1, 2. Okay, that's what we're going for. And then if we're counting that, say, Rachumbi, right? Ready, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what it's gonna look like, okay? Last block. Second to last hand technique we're gonna go over, head block. Head block, coming down, almost same position, but now palm facing you as opposed to away from you, okay? Palm facing you, and then twist, 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 right above. Slight angle in the arm, so whatever hits you on the head block slides off, okay? If you're 90 degrees, if you're parallel to the ground, you have to use all your force to try to stop the block. You can't do that, okay? We don't wanna do that. We wanna use technique over sheer strength and willpower, okay? So keep an angle on the arm, whatever hits it slides off the arm. Second, non-blocking arm, the chambering arm, okay? Same movement here as it is for outside block, okay? Same movement. You're gonna go here, just like that, every time. So chambering arm, straight back to chambering, blocking arm from waist, straight up above your head, okay? And movement, here's what we're gonna do. So ready, 1, 2, facing this way, 1, 2. Last hand technique, middle punch, very simple. Start non-punching hand out, or the chambering arm out, opposite leg, opposite arm, okay? Then punch straight to the center. 1, punch from chamber, 2, punch from chamber, okay? Facing this way, ready, 1, 2. Now, as far as hand techniques are concerned, you should notice generally you're doing a pretty good snapping technique when you hear the movement of the uniform snapping along the technique. We finished all the hand techniques, so now let's go into the kicking and what is the last portion of this video. Start front kick. It's going to be our very basic kick, probably second most used kick in Taekwondo after the roundhouse kick. Front kick. Let's do this from front stance again, just to get comfortable working out of front stance, because once again, I think a lot of us can practice working out of front stance compared to working out of walking stance. So from front stance, we're going to do these next techniques to the wave master here, to the back, to give us something of substance to kick against. That way we can feel the technique being executed a little bit better on our overall body if we have something to kick against, as opposed to just snapping out into the air. A little less likely to hurt yourself, pull anything, injure yourself that way. So step 1, all we want to do, front stance, right leg back, okay? Find your distance from the bag. So in other words, I don't want you this close to the bag, assuming you're kicking a bag. You can't kick front kick very well this close. Far away, or reach, maybe I scrape the bag, that's not very useful. So you want to find your distance You'll get comfortable with this the more you do Taekwondo, the more you do any martial art. Finding your distance is going to be very easy. So start front stance, bend the leg, noticeably straight back leg. We're going to do this in a 4-count motion, okay? First 2 gets us to execution. Second 2 gets us back to our recovery, okay? So 4 parts. Part 1, step 1, pick leg up, knee to chest here, okay? Or as far to the chest as you can. Knee is bent here, hands are up. Step 2, extend out. Try to get the straight leg here, okay? When you kick, straight ankle here, and pull the toes back for front kick, okay? So here, straight ankle, toes pulled back. You're gonna kick with the ball of the foot for this one, okay? That's called the ball of the foot. That's what we wanna kick with. For this sake, let's assume we're kicking to the chest, or what would be the hoku, or the chest protector in Korean, okay? So step 1, here. Step 2, kick out. Step 3, bring it back. Step 4, recover all the way back to the ground, okay? So the recovery just as important as the technique. All together, go, kick, come back, okay? A lot of times when we kick, we also want to add in a kia, a yell when we kick. That's what it looks like. Ready? 1, 1. Go back, okay? Same thing on the left foot. In case we'll go about this angle here, make sure you can see it. Leg comes up, kick out, straight back. Kick up, kick out, come back, okay? Roundhouse kick, 4 parts as well. So step 1, I'll do left foot so you guys can see it on the camera a little bit better. Step 1, up, rotate over, okay? Foot about 90 degrees here. A little more than 90 is good. When you execute the roundhouse, you might find yourself rotating a little bit more to throw the kick, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 coming back, okay? In motion, looks like this. Lean back, hands up, whole time, okay? Once again, coming back, okay? All right, second to last kick, side snap kick. Same idea as roundhouse, but you need to pull the knee close to your chest when you do this, okay? So from front stance, yep, tuck it into your chest right here. 2, kick out, kicking with the heel. Step 3, so 1, 2, here, kick out. 3, back to chest. 4, back on the ground, front stance, okay? All together, up, kick out, back. Again, a little quicker. Kick out, and then come back. And last kick, if we can get it out there. Step behind side snap kick. For this fighting stance, feet turned sideways, once a little forward is okay. Hands up, take the back leg, step behind the kicking leg. Knee up to chest, kick out, okay? One more time. Big step when you step, point the toes away from the kicking target, okay? So step, and go back, okay? Those are the 4 kicks we need to go over for white belt technique. For board breaking, you'll kick with normal side kick. Here, yep, kick out, okay? I think that's everything. Thank you for watching the video. I hope to see you in class. Yeah.